There is this kind of silence before everything shifts. Not peace, but a weight of all the things you're afraid to lose. I'm leaving the place that made me real, and I don't know if the version of me born here knows how to follow. I didn't expect this moment to arrive. Actually, I thought I'd stay here forever, or maybe I didn't want to wake up from the most beautiful dream of my life. But instead, it's time now. After almost 9 years in Asia, most of them spent in Thailand, I'm getting ready to go back to Europe, back to Italy. Or at least that's what I keep telling myself, because the truth is that I don't feel ready at all, not even close. It's hard to say that out loud because I don't want to live this time. That's what makes it different. This time packing feels like letting go of something I'm still inside of. I counted 14 moves in my life so far, but this one feels the heaviest. Not because of distance, but because it's not just about packing boxes. It's about deciding what I absolutely cannot leave behind and what I must let go of, even if I don't want to. There are just things, I know, but we grow attached. We build stories around objects. We wrap meaning into the smallest details. What to sell, what to give, what to release. What deserves space in a 4 cubic meters we can afford to send across the sea. Each object becomes a question. Do I still need this in the life ahead? Or does it belong to a version of me that's staying behind? Some furniture goes to strangers, other things offered to the temple for those in need. Pieces of this chapter passed on with care. Not everything fits in a box, not everything should. There's a version of me that was born here, a part I didn't know I was missing. I've slowed down, I've needed less, I've started listening more, stopped trying to be everything. I didn't just move to Asia, I've been reshaped here. I've learned to live without the noise I once thought was normal in Europe. I've trusted silence, found freedom in simplicity. This place hasn't just given me peace, it's given me clarity. Now I can't imagine losing that. Because what I found here isn't tied to geography. It lives in how I see, how I move, how I feel. I've stopped wearing shoes, not to prove anything, but because I wanted to feel the ground. Warm tiles, cool wood, soft earth. It's made me present, it's made me real. Nature speaks differently here. Not loud, but honest. Wind, rain, birds and animals I still can't name. They've taught me to close my eyes, listen and breathe. I never owned this house, but somehow it felt more mine than anywhere I've ever lived. This place is where I grew roots I didn't think I had, where silence felt safe, where I met myself again. It didn't just shelter me, it saw me become. Life doesn't always ask for permission to shift. Sometimes it just changes completely. Someone in our family needs more from us. More presence, more time, more care. So we go, not because we are ready, but because love pulls harder than comfort. And if it weren't for this, we wouldn't be living at all. That's what makes it so hard, because deep down, I still don't know if this is the right choice. Family matters, I know, but so does the life we've built. And sometimes the two feel impossibly far apart. If you ever stood at the edge of change, I'd love to hear what you've discovered on the other side. Let me know in the comments. It feels like something irreplaceable is being left behind, like I'm closing a chapter that held the essence of who I became. Right now, I struggle to picture what could come next, what place or rhythm could ever hold me the way this one did. It feels like everything beautiful is behind me now, but I need to believe there's something in this shift too. I don't want to drift away from myself, to fall apart, but this time the goodbye feels heavier than all the others. I try to see it differently, that this isn't the end, it's just a phase. I don't need to figure it all out now, just carry forward what matters. I realize I've been the one holding the door shut, not life, not time, but me, afraid to imagine that something good might still wait on the other side, when this side was already so perfect. But over time, a different thought begins to surface. Maybe it's not the world closing in, but it's me scared to go back to a place I used to know, but that now feels so different. Worried that leaving this beauty means leaving behind the best parts of myself. The fear still lingers that I might not find this feeling again. I ask myself, can something so different still hold the same kind of light? But who knows? Maybe this isn't a goodbye, it's a shift. Not a full stop, just a comma. Still I'm afraid, not of change, but of slipping back into someone I'm not anymore. I don't want to wear shoes that no longer fit the shape of who I've become. It won't be easy. I know I'll feel out of place. I'll have to move through rhythms that no longer feel like mine. A different environment, a different culture, ways of being that once were mine, but not anymore. Yes, a big part of me will still be here, missing this life that finally made me feel whole. But I'm choosing to stay open, to trust that something new will grow, even from a place that no longer feels like mine. I want and I will find my path again. It may not look like the one I've had here, but it will be mine. I'll do everything I can to shape a new kind of happiness, even if it's different from the one I've known this past decade. It's time to say goodbye to the places that breathed with us, the people and the corners of this island that held our quiet mornings, our long silences, our ordinary magic. Every path we walked without knowing it would be the last, every view that made us stop and feel. This island didn't just host us, it changed us, it gave us beauty without asking anything back. We live it with full hearts, marked by every moment, grateful in a way words will never be able to explain. Then suddenly it's the day. Boxes are gone, rooms are empty, the door closes behind us one last time. We head to the airport with what remains, not much, but everything that matters. Ploy is with us, our cat, curled in her little bag, pressed close to my side. She doesn't know we're flying to the other side of the world. She doesn't know we're leaving the only home she's ever known. I keep watching her, wondering how it must feel to move without choosing, to trust so fully without knowing where you're going. But maybe that's what all of this is. Trusting the unknown, carrying the life you've built inside you, even when everything around you changes. So we go, not ready, not certain of anything, but together, and maybe for now that's enough. So here we are, in Italy, under a soft rain that mirrors the quiet sadness I carry in this moment full of questions, as we step into the first day of a life that used to be ours, but no longer feels the same.